All right, so you know who Blake Lively is, right? Most people know her. Yeah, see, the people who are booing, they know.
This woman is the most tone-deaf and ridiculous. I can't even.
Grow up. You're in the public eye. You've got probably hundreds of millions thanks to your husband. Just shut up. No one cares.
Lively may think they have the upper hand. Sources say she has no idea what's coming regarding her battle with Justin Baldoni.
And in her complaint, the thing she's bitching about is that this terrible PR campaign that was opened up against her hurt sales of her liquor brand and her hair care products.
Blake and Ryan will wind up fighting a real dragon.
Blake Lively just fired back at The Hollywood Reporter, and she's not holding back. The actress, who's already caught in a brutal legal battle with Justin Baldoni, is now slamming the media for what she calls a sexist and insulting attack. But here's the real shocker. The magazine's controversial cover didn't just enrage Lively, it set the entire internet on fire. So what exactly did The Hollywood Reporter do that has Hollywood insiders, social media, and even Lively's own fans divided?
There's so much going on in this picture. It's not offensive at all. It's absolutely what's happening.
Is this really about justice, or is there something bigger happening behind the scenes? Let's break down how a single magazine cover turned one of Hollywood's biggest lawsuits into an all-out war.
As TMZ is now reporting, of course witnesses are staying anonymous. They're terrified of threats and bullying. Now this smells like Blake's PR team trying to spin why they're not coming forward.
When The Hollywood Reporter released its latest cover, no one expected the firestorm it would ignite. The artwork showed Blake Lively in a dramatic, almost cartoonish pose, launching a slingshot at Justin Baldoni, who was depicted clutching a copy of It Ends With Us while running away. The image was meant to resemble the biblical story of David and Goliath, but instead of sparking admiration, it drew immediate backlash. Critics called it tone-deaf, sexist, and downright offensive, accusing the magazine of trivializing sexual harassment allegations by portraying Lively as an aggressor rather than a victim.
Yeah, it's a little bit more pro-Blake than I think the reality is, but it is more neutral than most Hollywood trade pieces I've seen, and it brings in something much more interesting, which is this leap of faith.
Social media erupted, with users condemning the cover's implications, arguing that it played into dangerous stereotypes about women who speak out against workplace misconduct. One viral post put it bluntly: "The audacity to turn this case into a joke is alarming." Others were confused by the symbolism, pointing out that Lively, a Hollywood A-lister married to one of the industry's biggest stars, hardly fit the role of an underdog. As outrage spread, the question became unavoidable. Was this just bad judgment from The Hollywood Reporter, or was it a deliberate attempt to reshape the narrative around the lawsuit?
You have this man of faith, that a lot of people are seemingly criticizing. He's holding a book, you with your florals, shooting a phone at him because you published all the text messages. I don't see anything sexist here at all. I see two people having a legal fight.
Blake Lively wasted no time in calling out The Hollywood Reporter for what she saw as a blatant attempt to undermine her case. In a scathing statement to the press, her spokesperson slammed the cover as outrageously insulting and sexist, and accused the magazine of reinforcing the idea that women who speak out are just looking for trouble. The statement didn't hold back, calling the depiction a dangerous narrative that plays into every sexist trope about women who dare to file a workplace complaint.
She goes in and there's a lot of Twitter complaints, some of which, 2 or 3 of them are horrid and shouldn't be there, but some of them are spot on.
But Lively's outrage wasn't just about the artwork. She took issue with the article itself, which, according to her, tried to downplay documented examples of harassment by framing them as mere cultural misunderstandings. The message was clear. Lively wasn't just fighting Baldoni in court. She was now taking on the media machine that she believed was twisting the truth. And if The Hollywood Reporter thought it could brush off the controversy, Lively's response ensured that wasn't happening. Instead, the backlash only intensified, turning what was already a high-profile legal battle into an even bigger Hollywood scandal.
I can tell you right now that depositions are coming. It is a fact, an absolute fact.
I found that incredibly telling. Hidden in a little footnote, her protection that, I was told they were lawfully obtained. Yikes. Big yikes.
What started as a behind-the-scenes workplace dispute has exploded into one of the most heated legal battles in Hollywood. Blake Lively first filed her sexual harassment lawsuit against Justin Baldoni in December, accusing him of inappropriate behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. But Baldoni didn't just deny the allegations, he fought back with a massive $400 million defamation lawsuit against Lively, her publicist, and even her husband, Ryan Reynolds. As if that wasn't enough, Baldoni also filed a $250 million libel lawsuit against the New York Times, accusing the publication of pushing Lively's narrative without evidence. With both sides refusing to settle or even attempt mediation, the case has now been scheduled for a March 2026 trial, ensuring that this legal war will drag on for years. And as more evidence comes to light, both Lively and Baldoni are doubling down, each claiming to have receipts that will completely destroy the other's case.
Even before Ends With Us, Baldoni wasn't afraid to interject elements of his religion on the set. He did talk about his religion a lot, says a source, on 5 Feet Apart. This had shades of Scientology, but with less of the prominence and people hovering at the times. I think that's being mean. Nothing I've done makes it anywhere near the criminal accusations and things that Scientology does, so.
But if Hollywood loves anything more than a blockbuster scandal, it's a dramatic plot twist. And this case has already delivered plenty. While the legal battle is still far from over, the fight in the court of public opinion is already in full swing. Blake Lively has positioned herself as a voice for women in Hollywood, emphasizing that she wasn't the only one who felt uncomfortable around Baldoni. She's also pushed for stronger protective measures, claiming that since speaking out, she, her family, and even her supporters have been flooded with violent threats. Meanwhile, Baldoni has gone on the offensive, with his lawyer calling Lively's lawsuit unsubstantiated hearsay and claiming that his team has real-time documents and video proving a completely different version of events.
We'll see what the documents actually say, because that's what we have are documents. Documents actually don't lie, people do. And it's important that everyone sees all of the documents that are involved in the case, because there are people that have been destroyed as a result of the allegations that have been made so far in this case.
A lot of comments that she puts in here that you're just like, why would you want to take over someone's movie? The outfits in this end are so out of touch. No, we don't want to watch bullies like Blake.
His legal team has also hinted that depositions will expose inconsistencies in Lively's claims, further fueling speculation that this case could get even uglier. Adding another layer to the mess, a crisis PR firm allegedly linked to Baldoni has been accused of running an online smear campaign against Lively, a claim Baldoni denies. With both sides doubling down and the internet choosing sides, the real question is, does anyone actually have the upper hand, or is this turning into a lose-lose situation for everyone involved?
Blake Lively is very dissatisfied with virtually everything around her and decides to allege that Justin Baldoni, forgive me, very effeminate, evolved, modern feminist man bun kind of guy, is like this virulent sexual harasser who can't stop harassing one of the biggest stars in Hollywood in front of everybody on the set. I've got questions.
As the controversy spirals, the internet has become a battleground, with fierce debates over who's really in the right. Many have rallied behind Blake Lively, arguing that Hollywood has a long history of protecting powerful men at the expense of women who speak out. Supporters see her as a symbol of resilience, calling out The Hollywood Reporter for what they believe is a shameful attempt to turn a serious harassment claim into entertainment. One viral post summed up this sentiment. It doesn't matter if Blake Lively is the perfect victim. What matters is holding predators accountable. But not everyone is convinced. Others argue that Lively's lawsuit is an overreach, painting Baldoni as a victim of a Hollywood takedown culture where careers are destroyed by accusations alone. Some believe The Hollywood Reporter was simply satirizing the absurdity of the situation, not taking sides, while others accuse Lively and Ryan Reynolds of using the case as a publicity stunt. Even longtime fans are divided, with some questioning why Lively, one of the most powerful actresses in the industry, needed to publicly escalate the feud. Regardless of where people stand, one thing is clear. This isn't just a legal battle anymore, it's a full-blown cultural moment, forcing Hollywood and its audience to confront uncomfortable questions about power, justice, and reputation in the entertainment industry. With both sides refusing to back down, this legal war is far from over. Blake Lively's amended complaint has introduced new allegations, claiming that other women on set also felt uncomfortable around Baldoni, but were too afraid to speak out.
There's not a shred of evidence to support it. Really? Really? Really?
Meanwhile, Baldoni's team is preparing to expose what they claim are inconsistencies in her statements, hinting that upcoming depositions could turn the tide in his favor.
I can tell you right now that depositions are coming. It is a fact, an absolute fact.
The trial isn't set until March 2026, meaning this drama will continue unfolding in the public eye for years. If new evidence surfaces, it could completely shift public perception, making one side look like the undeniable villain. But the real question isn't just who wins in court, it's whether this battle will reshape Hollywood's handling of workplace misconduct, or if it will simply become another industry scandal that eventually fades into the background. One thing is certain, as more twists emerge, the internet will be watching, dissecting, and taking sides in a controversy that's far from settled. All right, show's over. Hungry for more twists? You know where to find us. Keep that popcorn hot, we'll handle the drama. Want to catch the next showdown in real time? Hit subscribe and buckle up.